Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry I sound bad. I'm a little under the weather, but we are going to get through this. I have started this new segment where I am cleaning, but essentially just doing a voiceover and basically doing commentary. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing Love Meg. I know there's a ton of information out there on Love Meg, both good and bad. If some of you guys don't know who Love Meg is, she is a very popular, well, I guess I should say, spoiler alert, was a very popular YouTuber. She just recently said that she is not going to be coming back, but we'll kind of get into that in a minute. But she had quite the following. She created like lifestyle mom content, cleaning content, and she even had her own like cleaning line for a while there. She lives in Georgia. That's just like a little bit of background. I don't know. I don't have anything in front of me other than my notes. And this video, this commentary is going to be all over the place, but it's my video, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But that's a little bit about Love Meg. Her name is obviously Megan. If you want to go check out her channel, she does still have it up with some of her old content, but the new content is, as many know, is over on her lovemeg.video. That is a website where you can go and subscribe to her channel and pay money for her content. A lot of commentary channels have talked about that. Aaron Williams has done the same thing, going off, the YouTube platform to create content somewhere where they can charge money for a subscription. And Love Meg has done that. And apparently, from my understanding, is she was getting really upset about the feedback that she was getting. She wasn't getting the amount of subscribers that she had on YouTube just because, let's be real. Nobody really wants to pay for that. And if they did, then they would. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want to, then go for it. No problem. But a lot of people either, they can't afford it or they just think it should be, free content. Now, my 2 cents on that is I feel like if you're a content creator and you want to take your content to another platform and potentially attempt to charge people for your content, then that's all like more power to you. It's your content. It's your, it's your deal. So if you want to do that, go for it. Now, here's where the little riff comes in with Love Meg. She, in fact, did that, but then she turned around and was really upset because people were giving her not like bad criticism. It was constructive criticism, just, letting her know, why they couldn't pay for the subscription or why they didn't think they should have to pay for a subscription, what have you. And she kind of just flew off the handle from what I am understanding, and she just really didn't appreciate it. And she felt very, I don't even know what to say. She felt very singled out, and she felt, I don't want to say the word, but she felt like she was being picked on and just scrutinized. And in fact, it was just a lot of constructive criticism. Of course, there are trolls. There's going to be people on my video even. That's fine. I don't care. Love Meg did not care for over a decade. She didn't care for over a decade. And I guess I should say she didn't care because nobody's made of stone. There's definitely nasty people out there who will send you some really awful stuff. And of course, you can do your very best to ignore it, but at the same time, eventually, especially after 10 years, I'm sure it is going to take, a toll on her mental health, which leads me into my next kind of thing that I want to talk about is because she was feeling that way. She even went as far to say on her latest video that on YouTube, she doesn't feel like she could have, she was never herself. She couldn't be herself. She felt very like she had anxiety and she was scared of YouTube, this and that. But essentially, I feel like, in my opinion, the money that she was making during that decade of time trumped any kind of hesitation or hurt feelings from nasty comments or anything like that. She was rolling in the dough, which she obviously brags about like no other. According to many sources and even herself on videos, she flaunts that she is the breadwinner. I feel like I remember years ago her making a video saying like, I'm the breadwinner. And that's cool. Like her husband, Justin's totally cool with that. I would be too. If I was, it's like, I'm trying to put myself in a man's shoes. And if I had a sugar mama, it's like, yeah, that's cool. But I guess the way she does it is just kind of icky and just kind of condescending, and nobody likes that. So that kind of puts a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth about Love Meg, just because she is kind of braggy and what have you. But I was talking about like her nomad lifestyle that she has started. She built this like empire these 10 years ago off of literally making cleaning videos. She was on the news even. They were like, oh, like I think it was like the Today Show. You make cleaning videos and this and that, and tell us how you became so successful and yada, yada, yada. And it's like, okay, cool. So she did really good for 10 years. She decided to switch up her game. She got her feelings hurt because nobody wanted to pay for the new game. And so the empire she built, she literally and her husband and her 2 children, sold it and decided to be, quote, nomad lifestylists, I think, unquote. So basically they are going over to Europe and they're living, I think, in Airbnbs, hotels. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think anybody's 100% sure unless she has like said it, but I don't really follow her. So I don't know. If you do, you can definitely let me know. But I want to say this is going to be a very unpopular opinion. Like, brace yourselves, especially like the people who are really, really just not liking Love Meg. Brace yourselves. This is unpopular, but I kind of feel like, who cares? Like, you worked really hard for a decade and you literally created a niche on YouTube, a cleaning niche on YouTube. I'm sure she was not the very, very, very first one, but she's one of the first iconic ones. And filming and editing and juggling life, it is not easy. It's not. And content creators have many, many, many more responsibilities that we don't even know or see. It's like collaborations, affiliations, due dates, upload times. Like it is a lot. So I'm gonna, like I said in my last video, for anybody, not just Love Meg, like content creators, I'm gonna give you credit where credit's due, because it's definitely due. It's not just something that is you snap your fingers and you have a perfectly done video. So yeah, I'm gonna say she worked hard. She, at the beginning was very humble and was not afraid to show her frugalness, because she started. She was a true, you guys, rags to riches story. Like, she's a rags to riches story, 110. Her and her husband lived in like a trailer, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? And people loved that Meg, the Love Meg that was very, not because she was like, not rich, but because she was very real. She was very humble, even as to show how to like eat for, $2.30 off of like egg rolls from Walmart. Like, she was humble. She was starting something that she didn't know was going to explode. It just seemed very, innocent, and that's when people liked her. Money just sort of, I think, stepped in, and she got a little bit too big for her britches. But let me go back to the nomad lifestyle. Like, I think if she wants to take her travel or her family and go travel and live that lifestyle, go for it. Like, aside from taking the PPP loan, which was really terrible, like that was stupid and unnecessary. Like, she made the money. Go for it. Like, go travel, go do you. I don't know why people care so much. The only thing that is super disturbing about the whole, like, living in Europe and traveling is the fact that she took her senior dog, a 13-year-old dog. I can't even believe it. A 13-year-old dog took that sweet little thing and put it in cargo of an airplane for, I don't even know what, like a 13-hour flight. And she was like, oh, it's fine. That's when my dog sleeps. What? Like, that is literally so alarming to me. I don't even understand. Like, how is that even a legal thing in the United States to allow animals to fly in cargo? Like, isn't it like freezing cold, air pressure change? Like, there's a lot. My friend Radiant Brit, she's a YouTuber here. She did a whole video on it. And I'm so with her. Like, it was pure evil, like what Meg did. Like, how are you going to send off? Like, I have a little almost 14-year-old Chihuahua, which granted, Molly, Love Meg's dog's bigger. It doesn't matter. They're still senior dogs. How are you about to load them in a crate, put them in a very scary, unfamiliar like setting where it's like freezing cold, loud. There's probably other animals because other people are awful. And it's just scary for them. They're not with you. They don't know where they're going. And who knows? Like I said, it's a senior dog. That dog could have like, I don't even know if it's a thing. Dog Alzheimer's, I don't know, maybe blindness. Like it's just going to be really scary and traumatizing. Like for goodness sake, Meg, I get it. Go live that nomadic lifestyle with your kids and family. Everybody would. Like anybody who says they would not do what she is doing, like, oh, I wouldn't do that. It's like you're full of it. If you had plenty of funds, especially right now in today's day and age, to just, of course they sold their house and stuff, but go and live this nomadic lifestyle and see the entire world. It's not like she has toddlers or babies. Like she has kids that she can give A to B to C instruction to. Kids are not easy, of course, but you know what I'm saying? They're not babies. They're not toddlers. They're at an age where they can remember traveling and remembering living across seas. And I think that's kind of cool. I don't, however, think that bragging and embarrassing her husband about being the breadwinner is cool. I don't think it's cool that she is putting her senior dog in a crate to fly over and could potentially, not make it. That's not cool. I also think that the PPP loan was absolutely like just stupid and ludicrous. And so many other YouTube content creators like Tara Henderson bought like $1 million stove with hers. It's just lame. I feel like money truly, truly just gets to these people's heads. It's like, go back. I challenge you, all you guys, go back to your favorite YouTubers, like your favorite like cleaning. I guess it doesn't even have to be cleaning. Any of your beginning YouTubers, go back, click their oldest video, and look how they started out. Like everybody starts out the same kind of way. And for the most part, I'm, emphasizing that most people are pretty humble and they're just trying to learn and get there. But for people that do make it, like Love Meg made it, it went to her head and it definitely, her empire kind of came crashing down. However, though, I do think she's going to be coming back to YouTube. She needs that money. I know she has a lot of money, but I feel like when people get to the point of greed that she's at, when there's an absence of even just her AdSense money, it's going to really irk her. She's going to get back on the horse. I guarantee it. But the other thing that I thought was really lame is the fact that she sent a ton of her followers to like mass report different commentary channels. A lot of those commentary channels, not a lot of them, a few of them are my friends, Amy Robinson, Radiant Brit. It's like, why would you do that? You're trying to sit here and play victim and say, I'm being picked on, but then essentially you're going to turn around and kind of pick back. I don't even know. It's just stupid. If you want happiness and peace, just exude happiness and peace. You don't need to be all nasty about it. But anyway, I also think I wanted to just throw in here really quick. Her $1,000 life coach call absolutely had me rolling. I was dying. When my friend Amy Robinson, go check her out on YouTube, came to the United States this last August, she was telling me all about how Love Meg has this, lifestyle coaching program, but it's $1,000. Like, are you freaking kidding me? There is no chance in hell. Like, I'm not saying Love Meg isn't smart. Like I'm not going to say she's a villain either, but I'm just going to say, like most villains who are greedy. No, you know what? She is a villain. She literally could have sent her dog to like the icy chambers of death and took a PPP loan from small businesses. She is a villain. But villains, so there we go. Villains, they thrive. They thrive on greed. And once they make it, I kind of lost my train of thought there. Dang it. I hate when that happens, but this is raw. This is real. Let me think. What was I talking about? Oh, she knows that drama makes her money. I had to look at my notes here. She knows that drama brings in more clicks, brings in more views. So she is all about that, even though she is playing the victim and saying she's feeling this way, which is I might sound like I'm contradicting myself right now, and I'm not trying to. But she likes the drama. She feeds off of it, and she literally makes bank off of it in the true sense. But in her videos where she does say that she is respectfully taking a, like a mental health break, she's stepping away from YouTube because of her mental health. And you can see in her last video explaining it that she is like bothered. She's upset. I don't know. I don't know the whole story. Nobody does. YouTube and TikTok and all of these other social medias are little snippets of people's lives. They're nowhere near the reality. It's little snippets. And yeah, something was obviously bothering her. So, I mean, if anybody says, hey, I'm struggling with this mentally and I need to take care of myself, I'm going to support that. If selling your house and everything you own to go backpack and clean Airbnbs, with your family is what you want to do, and you're not harming anyone, and you're not taking PPP loans, and you're not sending a bunch of people like to troll other channels, like, go for it. You do it. That's totally fine by me. She's just very two-faced, I feel. Maybe four-faced. Who knows? Like I said, YouTube is just a very small aspect of creators' lives. Same thing with like Instagram. Even with yourself. Like if you're watching this right now, whoever you may be, you can't tell me that when something fun, interesting, good, or even like unfortunately like events, sad things that can draw attention to you, that's what human nature does. Like everybody wants that. And I mean, I feel like Love Meg, she's capped out at that. Like she's hit the level of, oh my gosh, if I go any further, I might lose it. So if I don't take a step back, I'm going to freaking just really lose it, even more than I have on anybody else, and her empire would crash down. Like maybe she's just trying to be real smart about it and just like leave. Just call it quits with whatever money that she made. Kind of like Micah Stauffer. Makes you wonder, like Micah Stauffer made a ton of money, and she's like the queen villain, like she's the worst. But I know her husband still has her channel, but it makes you wonder, people like that, if they call it quits, money doesn't, last forever. But I would be really curious to know like how long their money would last before they would have to get like a normal job, like a 9-to-5 job. I don't know, just a random thought there. But yeah, she definitely, she let that money get to her head. And it really is a shame because I used to watch Love Meg back in 15. Yeah, right around then. And I was pregnant and I stumbled across her channel, and she truly did give me cleaning motivation. And she did, look at me right now. I'm literally filming myself cleaning. And it's not to say, oh, I want to be like Megan. No, not really. It's like there's so many cleaning channels out there, and cleaning is something that I do daily anyway. So when I was trying to come up with how am I going to, do commentary and still talk about like juicy gossip that I like to talk about, but also clean and make videos that I like. So here we are. So I'm going to give that to Love Meg too, because she's kind of started a revolution when it comes to cleaning on YouTube. And I can't just sit here and say all the negative things about her and then essentially copy what she, helped start. I just think that she changed her. She made YouTube an actual career, and it changed her as it changed a ton of people. But if you still like her, if you're watching my video and you're like, no, I still love Meg, this and that, get it, Love Meg, but that's cool too. Like you do you. I just want everybody to just be happy and do their things and not take PPP loan money, not send trolls after people, not play the victim. And please, for the goodness of all animals, never send your dog to fly a freaking 14, 15-hour flight in cargo, especially if you make money, like good money. She was like, oh, I think it's only $1,000 to pay for this service on a cabin, but no, we're going to go the other route. It's like, you just said what? You literally, everybody knows, everybody's seen your mansion, your Christmas tours, everybody has seen everything. Yeah, sure. You shop at Walmart, you buy used cars, you're frugal in some areas, but you're not going to be frugal in an area that actually matters. Like, I don't know about you guys, but in my family, dogs are your family. And how are you going to ship your family off to death? I don't know. All right, guys. I know there's probably so much more about Love Meg that I could go on and on about, but those were the main things that I jotted down in my notebook. Again, I'm so sorry I sounded crummy. Hopefully my next video I will be better. But if you like this style of video, please don't be shy. Let me know about it down below. I'm still going to make them because they're my favorite kind of videos to make and rewatch. But I do love the commentary. But let me know who you want me to talk about next. Again, everything is just my own personal opinion. So please don't come at me. Be a kind human. And yeah, just try to give me constructive criticism and no hate. And I will see you guys in my next one. Let me know who you want me to talk about. Bye, guys.